I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the back roads, searching in the sun for another overload. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is here on the line. Hi. It's a good song. It's a Glenn Campbell song. Kyle, welcome to your birthday. Happy birthday for Christmas. My office looks, I don't know, something about it doesn't look right. I think it's this Amazon tablet here is like cramping my whole style. Just having that even a little bit in the shot is really what you want in the shot is just a circle. Things are a little boring over here. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this room. Here's what I do know. One, the stream from earlier got flagged because video footage of Prince was in it. Am I making this up? That video was muted. We were not playing audio from that Prince video, and YouTube detected the Prince video just in the shot. I didn't know YouTube did that. It didn't just get like flagged for no monetization. It got like flagged like you can't show this. Completely you cannot show this on YouTube, which I did not know they had content protection for visuals. Not only have content protection for visuals, it was just like part of the screen. Is that really real? Is this some sort of like nightmare dystopian future that they can detect Prince anywhere on your screen? Is it only Prince? Maybe it's only Prince. It will get worse. It'll definitely get worse. Here's the thing. That is the most annoying part about it. If they have algorithms to fingerprint these things, right? They can fingerprint it and flag it. So my only recourse was to either remove the video or trim that section out. And I didn't want to go back and like edit the video and put a black blob over it or whatever, because I don't care that much. But they know where the video is. They know where the coordinates of the video is. So if they were like, I don't know, user friendly versus user hostile, they would just give you a button that would like blur out the part of the screen that is not okay. Like just give you a button that says, hey, you got some content in here, doesn't belong to you, let's just blur it out. Or, especially with audio, because they know the exact fingerprint of the audio, they could remove that waveform without like muting you, right? They shouldn't have to mute the audio. They should just be able to, maybe they can already do that. Anyway, I don't know. I was kind of stunned. I was a little stunned. Speaking of being stunned, I actually got, okay, first of all, did you see that? I think my saves are not saving. So it loaded an autosave, but okay, actually, sorry, now I remember what happened. I remember what happened now. I think I like rage-ish quit. Yes, because power died, and in the process of trying to save, I believe the game crashed. But like, look, it hasn't saved. We haven't. I don't know. I feel like I've saved I've saved since then, and that makes me worry a little bit. The autosaves seem okay. Okay, this drives me insane. I'm on record saying power is easily my least favorite part of this game. Like managing power. So annoying, so not even slightly fun. Wait, yeah, I definitely lost. I lost progress because I had built a hyperloop here. Hopefully that's all I lost. I think I was actually in the process of building the hyperloop when the power failure happened. Yeah, it's just not fun. The power's not fun. It's so annoying. You're like, there's so many other plates you have to spin all the time in this game, which I get it. It's kind of a plate spinning game, but the power just without warning. And for some reason, I feel like it didn't bother me as much in Factorio. And I think the reason is, this is the reason I'm telling myself anyway, is that I think Factorio did a better job of giving you like data, like metrics about the thing you were trying to do, or data about power. In fact, I kind of remember Factorio having sort of exhaustive, maybe exhausting uh, info about things like power usage. So I don't know. So the summary here is that we have once again run into power issues, as happens basically all the time to me in this game, and I'm fed up with it. I'm done. I'm over it. So we're gonna. And I just built 3 geothermal power plants. The problem with those geothermal plants is that they are unstable, it would seem. Like you don't get constant what? Production? You don't get constant energy production? Okay, let's try something here. Let's try saving the game. Need power. Save. Game was saved. Confirm. I've confirmed that the game was saved. If we went into load, we would see need power. Okay, so just in case, next time, I want to confirm that we are saving saves. I don't know why I just lost health there. I don't know. Okay, I feel like this is just going to be hard to get down this mountain without dying. That's really annoying. Okay, we're going to die. We're going to die. Will I be able to reload my game? Or is it going to crash? My prediction is that the game will crash. We made it past the destroying old session. So Kyle, I'm thinking about monetizing heat. I'm thinking, what a pain in the butt. So the thing we learned at the end of today's stream, before we were being, okay, we actually loaded, before we were censored for just having somebody else's stream of prints on the screen, is that you cannot mix and match your Twitch extensions. In other words, we can't have a panel or a component view for heat where people can give me money while also having an overlay. So that means, I guess, one of two things. Oh, come on, come on! I don't know how we're gonna get down. I guess we'll be more careful. See if the game loads. Okay, yeah, so my initial plan, I mistakenly thought, and I couldn't, the documentation wasn't very clear, and so it's on me for making this assumption, but I kind of thought you could have an overlay extension and have that same extension also have something put in the panel. There's the crash. That's the crash we were expecting. Let's see if my save exists when the game comes back. So that's on me. I made that assumption, it was wrong. So that narrows our options a little bit. One, we also, of course, were reminded how terrible the Twitch API is and how annoying every step of every single piece of it is. Okay, need power looks good. But it basically means that heat can't have another view, or one of the other Twitch offered views for people to buy bits. Kyle had the great idea of the buy bits or buy heat usage per channel. I like it. The more I think about it, the more I like it. So I'm all for that. Didn't I just heal? Grab that. Grab it. Would that hurt me? That was not far. Okay, what are we gonna do? How am I gonna get down here? Am I gonna like try to ride this hyperloop? Okay, we got it. I think we got it. We got that one at least. So I think that leaves us kind of two options, neither of which sound very good. One option is that the zipline in this game is not good. Option number one is that we make a totally separate Twitch extension for Heat. And you have to run both of them. So you'd basically be running Heat and whatever, Heat Pro. Dibbly. And one of them is where you would actually do the clicks, and one of them is where you would pay money. And that sounds not very good. For a number of reasons. One, it sounds like a weird hassle for the broadcaster. It sounds potentially confusing for the user. Maybe it's, well, okay. It might be easier for the user. Sounds confusing for the broadcasting, and it's annoying for me to have to release a new extension that kind of doesn't do anything by itself. So, I don't know. That doesn't sound great. It's not off the table, but it's not... That doesn't sound great. Option number B is to just say Heat is an overlay, and an overlay it shall be, and have some way to make the bits purchase in the overlay. That's kind of a weird one, but maybe isn't too crazy, right? So either you'd click, there'd be some persistent little bug somewhere on the screen. Maybe it's just anchored center left or something. Maybe the broadcaster could configure where it exists, but there's something on the screen independent of the Heat logo, which is just kind of confusing, that someone could click, and that is where you would do the deed. But you know, something I'm thinking is like, if we really simplified it, if we really stripped it down, you wouldn't necessarily need you know, a fancy interface with a bunch of buttons. If it really was just very obviously like, hey, do this thing, and if you do this thing, a thing will pop up and say you're buying something. So in other words, it doesn't necessarily have to be a menu. Like, here's my menu, I'm going to make a purchase. I think it has to be that. Oh boy. Yeah, all these biofuel generators have fuel. So it's not just that the biofuel generators ran out, it's that truly we have once again exceeded capacity. So let's just... This is no time for simple measures. This is a time for drastic measures. So yeah, say you... I hate these. I want them all gone. We gotta figure out how to make that happen. They're only 30 megawatt. But there's just some bug in the corner, and you click the bug. By bug I mean some little graphic or something. And you click the bug, and then it pops up the Twitch confirmation. Really? How could this have happened? How did this happen? I don't want to go around trying to... Oh boy. So you click the bug, it pops up a thing that says, hey, give me your money. And then you get the money, and then everybody in the channel gets it, and the info about the purchase all appears inside the extension itself, and we have a great time. Like, that's what I'm thinking. That's where my mind is going. I wish this was useful. I wish this like actually showed me, because I just added another 90 megawatts and we still have no idea. I want all these gone. I don't even want these here. So yeah, everything happens just in the overlay itself. I don't know if that's very conventional. How is it this bad? How is it this bad? Okay, I think I have an idea of something we can try, I guess. If we just say we want... This is a bad interface issue, by the way. You can only certain things bring up this to-do list. There's a X to like subtract something from the to-do list. It is behind this window. It's not like this is a weird resolution. It's 1920 1080. It's a pretty normal resolution. So your UI is obscuring part of the UI. I mean, yeah, one part of your UI is obscuring another part. Pretty annoying. I don't really know what to do about that. I guess I have to go to these things individually. So yeah, I guess maybe I'm kind of talking myself into we're gonna try to make 6 fuel generators. I need a bunch of refineries too. So we're gonna try to make 10. This may be completely unrealistic. Like we just may not be able to carry enough crap for this. Take a lot of stuff. I'm gonna take a whole lot of stuff. A lot of rubber, a lot of computers. I don't know. That seems manageable though. Possibly manageable. Because these far fields over here, I don't think we're fully... Oh, sorry, not the far fields. The, over here, past Shipwreck Beach. Maybe I have a plan. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. I'm gonna do some shopping first, though. I'm gonna drop some crap first. Some of this crap is crap that we need, though. We need some wire. I realize that even as I say this, my mind is bouncing between power issues in Satisfactory and heat issues in Heat. Oh boy. Don't look at that. That was almost secret info. Okay, so I don't think there's anything too secret there. When I'm truly gonna really like reveal something on stream that gets me in trouble, like some client project, something, and we'll just wait for that day. Maybe I'll get fired from all client work, and I'll never do a client project ever again. It will be the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't think that'll really happen. But one can dream. So we need motors, we need computers, heavy frames, quick wire, all this. Oh, the heavy frames is actually a real... That one's daunting. But we're going to try. I want to go out there with so much crap that we can build so many power stations I should probably also, just in case, be able to build some of these. Oh, so we want 3 of these. Okay. Quick wire. Quick wire. I got you. When it comes to quick wire, it's no problem. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like we had a dramatic loss of power. If there was just something that was like, hey, these are the buildings. Like if I could view some kind of report that was, here's all the buildings that are using all of your power. That would be great. Okay, 500 wire. Let's take an extra roll for good luck. We need a whole lot of computers. Computers, frames, motors, rubber. So some of those things are available up there, which I can't get to up there easily. Oh, we got our stupid zipline thing. Let's use that. If we can find somewhere. Get up there! Get up there! Come on! Come on! You can do it! Come on! Oh, the zipline in this game is bad. It's bad. No. Anywhere else? Anybody else? I think I could build something to stand on. I'm just gonna stand on a chair. This one? Can I reach this one? Probably not. Oh boy. We just jump on this. And then jump over here. Pain in the butt. We just run up the hypertube. Okay. Good enough. It's good enough. I'm a little cranky this evening. I admit it. I feel like, yeah, the last few weeks, longer even, there's things I've been working on. I've not been hitting like, not a lot of fluidity in the things I've been working on the last few weeks, let's say. A lot of friction, one might say. Uh-oh. Wait, that out of rubber? Uh-oh. Are you serious? Wait. If all that rubber's gone, that's highly suspect. That makes it seem like those power plants are broken. If there's no rubber, unless there's no way we're using all the rubber. This is all the rubber we have? These factories weren't even on. Where was this? Where was the rubber going? Oh, it's going up there. Oh, I can't get up there. Are you kidding me? Look up there. How am I gonna get up there? From this power line? Good heavens. That was the wrong power line. Can I, like, jump off and try to catch it? No. Well, the game froze at an inopportune moment. Oh, I got it. Okay. The motors are up here, too. Okay. Hopefully there's a appreciable amount of motors and rubber up here. 200 motors. Okay, it's a lot of motors. Where's the rubber? And how much rubber? 500. That is an absurd amount of rubber. Okay. The 109 heavy modular frames seems like a big ask, frankly. But we'll try. We need computers, we need heavy modular frames. Are there computers up here? I don't think there are. I don't think there's heavy modular frames up here either. How do I get down here without dying? That's the same way we got up. Ah, come on. I somehow survived that. Okay. Thanks. This game, not fun with no power. And we're gonna take care of the power. It's just that we've got to get stuff to do that. Okay, so computers, I think. Is this the computer store? I don't know how I played this game before I had a rocket. Weesh. What do you... Wait, how do you have no computers in there? We need 50 computers. Okay, now it's all about these heavy modular frames, which I think is actually a major problem because I'm pretty sure most of our heavy modular frames get shipped out of here. I think the majority of our heavy modular frames get flown or get taken via train out of here. So I don't have to go all the way back over there. There should be heavy modular frames. Is this it? This should be heavy modular frame should go this way. Okay, it looks like we do have a store of them. Oh boy. Okay, we lucked out on the heavy modular frames. We need how many? 109. That's not a good number. It's a fine number. It's not a good number to need. Let's just do this. Okay, we have our whole shopping list. So here's my plan. I happen to know that we can go to a certain power pole, and we can cut that pole, and we'll isolate a major part of our power production. I really feel like some of our power just must be offline. It would really be nice if there was some way. Like, could I just build a station that gave me data about power consumption? A heat map. A heat. A heat mod. I'm sure somebody's made mods for these things. Inexplicably, this thing always has power. I don't know why, but it does. Okay, so what I think we need to do is go to this pole. And I think that this pole separates two of our power grids entirely. So if we cut this, I believe we can do this and have this whole grid be online. So currently, this grid's capacity is 1200 megawatt. I don't know what's consuming it. It's pretty weird. There's not that much being produced over here. In fact, I don't know. I don't know at all what's being produced. Oh, there's some water. Because we have some coal generators, I think, still over here, and I think they use water. I think there's some water pumps for them. And maybe those water pumps are a bit overclocked. So I think that's why. Okay. So probably has to have a few miners also for mining coal. So we have this like coal-based power get up over here, which I would be kind of fine with that going away. I don't think we're getting a tremendous amount of power from these coal plants. They are overclocked. They're providing 150 megawatts each. So they're providing 300. We do have a lot of coal over here. I don't understand. I mean, this is a little bit of a kind of a waste. They're still Mark 1 miners. But these should be doing a lot more work, really. Are these overclocked? That'd be silly. I don't know. Okay. So these are overclocked. That's fine. That just means they're consuming more coal, I guess. These actually seem like they should be overclocked way more. Yeah, we're at a standstill over here. We're not even using the full throughput of these Mark 1 miners. Because these are doing what, 60? 60. And also 60. Which we could double with... I just don't want to build more coal plants. But it's right here. Okay, so coal power... That's an interesting question. Coal generators, 75. Fuel generators, 150. So I'm going to say the fuel generators are where it's at. I think we don't want to toy with these coal generators because even doubled. I mean, we could easily build front to front, a big front to front line of coal generators, and we're probably not using. How much water do these need? 77 a minute. So even overclocked, they're not using everything. So maybe we'll consider that on the way back. But I want to go do the thing I want to do first, which is visit the famed shipwrecked. I don't remember what I called it. Shipwreck Beach. Whoa, weird. Looking good under the map there. So Kyle also thinks we need some kind of freebie mode for heat, which, you know, I'm good at. But I think I only want heat to turn on for 1 minute anyway. Like I think when you buy it, it's only a minute. So the freebie thing, I don't know about it. I mean, I get it. You'd hope eventually there'd be enough people in a channel that knew what was up that it wouldn't be such a mystery. I mean, once these, you know, if someone on a large enough channel used it. Okay, looks like we actually started a not insubstantial power situation over here. That was a lot of rubber. There's all the rubber we needed. Just sitting in a box on the beach. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think we're maxing out. Maybe I'm wrong. That is a whole lot of... Maybe we are. Just to say, I didn't think we were maxing these out, but maybe we are. So we have 4 refineries. These refineries are 60 crude oil, so 40 fuel per minute. So between 4 of these, we're making 160 fuel per minute. And these are consuming 20 fuel per minute. So if we had 8, I don't see 8. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And wait, are they overclocked? These are all overclocked to 200. So these are producing 300. Okay, actually, I kind of think not all of these are overclocked, if I remember correctly. Or not all overclocked to 200%. Maybe they are. Okay, this is from the last time. You can see this is from the last time I got fed up with dealing with power, apparently, because these are all overclocked. So, being as that they are all overclocked, it still confuses me though. Even overclocked, that should only be 120. So why? What am I doing wrong here? 40, 80. That should be 160. How could we have a fuel deficit? You'd think we'd be filling this up. That's another question here, actually. Are we, so that's 60, yeah, 60, that's 240. Are we actually getting 240 out of this? We are. It's not even overclocked. It's kind of impressive. So, are these all operating at 100%? I'm kind of baffled here. What's the situation here? I don't think I understand. These are 40 per minute. That's 160. We're producing 160 a minute, right? And we're only consuming 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. How does this math work? Can anyone tell me? Because it sure seems to me like we should have a fuel surplus. And these all seem to be, are these all 100%? Somehow there's 0%. That's weird. Is it a bug? I don't quite understand this. If these are all producing 300, why we're not hitting 300? We're a little under. Why would that be? Is that because we're not using it? But still, the capacity. You'd think this would be 18. I'm confused by these numbers. This says the maximum consumption is 320, but our current consumption is 350. and production, this doesn't check out really to me. I mean, we're powering this thing. We got the stuff over yonder. But the fact that we have the coal, we should have 300 just from the coal. So this is bothering me. For a number of reasons. One, I feel like we should have a huge surplus in here. Like over time, this should be totally full. Unless this thing like semi-inconsistently. Outputs? We should maybe be buffering the crude. Doesn't really seem like we're having issues with that, but maybe that'd be smart. I guess let's do that just to be safe. You know how it is. If you don't buffer your crude, you know how it can get. Your black gold, Texas tea. Oil, that is. First thing you know, Dead's million here. And folks said just move away from there. Say California is the place you want to be. So they loaded up the truck in Beverly Hills, that is. Okay, so I do wonder, with this output, 120, that's fine. Or 160. I don't think we're saturating our pipes. I mean, I will admit that I made the pipes kind of insane. Because I didn't know what I was doing, so I just kept hooking pipes. I mean, should we pump it down there? It doesn't ever, like... Why... One, it's annoying that we don't actually get a real efficiency percentage here. Also annoying that this isn't 300. Satisfactory. Other people complaining about this. I'm so confused. Is this the thing I need to understand? Oh boy. Yeah, this makes no sense to me. Why would 250... Oh, you know, operation rate divided by 100 to the 1.3 power times 100. I don't like it. I guess I kind of get it because it's the clock speed that you're doing. So is this just a lie? Okay. Anyway, question is, what do we want to do? Well, I'm still confused by the. Are we getting? How's this? How are things going here? Why does this seem like it doesn't have enough? Oh shoot. Are we getting gummed up on our resin? Is that part of the problem? Okay, that would kind of make sense to me. I could possibly see that. You know, upgrade it even more? Sure. How much are we outputting? I mean, it's 30 per minute across 4 things. There shouldn't be any congestion with that. Doesn't make any sense. What? I don't know where that congestion came from. That was really weird. Kind of tempted to add a pump to this because this still doesn't check out for me. Still doesn't feel right. I'm just gonna build more of these. I guess. I definitely should have built these in a more thoughtful way. Like, the thing to do really would have been probably to build a single long line. Although, I don't know, the pipe, pipe situation is still so weird to me that I don't get it. I don't fully get it. Do I destroy these and put them all on platforms, or what do I do? These all have two. It's kind of crazy. And still not enough power. Never enough power. We are fully using this. We do have more oil right there. So we could... I don't know what we do. We like right angle this and also have oil coming in from that direction as well. And just have a line going along this way. Like, kind of leave this plant alone and just build... This kind of just doesn't feel right. What did we bring? We brought enough for 10 new fuel generators. That was 6. I'm just being indecisive at this point. Come on. I'm trying to imagine some insane thing that's a super long line that's got oil coming in from both ends and just I don't have concrete to pull this off. I think I'm going to regret this course of action, but let's see. Come on. Why doesn't this game want me to have fun? It's going out of its way to prevent any fun from happening. Okay, let's try. Only digging into the old concrete reserves, but Okay. We will try to bring 8 new power plants online. I don't know if that's a great idea, but we're going to try it. If we need to do another set, we'll just do them back to back with these. That'll show them, right? Okay. So now the thing we want to do, I think, is just try to do this. I don't know really what I think about this, but let's try this. I don't understand why this doesn't align with this other fellow. Well, it seemed like it should align. Yeah, that didn't snap at all. Don't know why. Other things snap. Why doesn't this snap? Okay, maybe this wasn't the way to do this because snapping doesn't work properly. Let's try this way instead. We just make one of these at this end and one of these at this end. These are the heavy duty stuff. I should have snapped these. That's better. Ben, I'm so sick of power in this game. It's driving me crazy. I'm just gonna build more and more of these power plants because I don't have to deal with it anymore. Over it. Over. I thought a few hours ago when I built this and overclocked all of these, I was like, okay, my power problems. And this is my third one of these. I thought we're done with power problems, but not true. Yeah, and I mean, if you glance up there in the upper right corner, you'll notice some things that I'm in like the nuclear phase of things, and I kind of have a sense that it's not really a guess. It's not a hunch. I think it's just the way things are. That they are really wanting me to switch to nuclear power, but it's such a hassle. It's such a hassle that I haven't yet. And I really don't know how to deal with the waste. But I'm going to try to just do this to hopefully buy myself a little time to let me do things I want to do instead of just thinking about power all the time. How are things going on your satisfactory island? Okay. I don't know if I feel like it's worth overclocking these. I don't know. I don't know the answer. Let's build some more refineries. I guess 4 should go to 8. So I don't really know how my math worked out this way. Actually, that's not even true because that's only for overclocked. So really, not overclocked, these only take 12 per minute. And so like if I have 8 of those, it's 96. And so 2 of these should cover that. So I don't know. Something's... Yeah, 2 of these should cover these, not overclock at 8. Yeah, the power. So I mean, this is my 3rd time. I feel like to be like, okay, I'm gonna take care of power, and I'm not gonna think about it anymore. Like I have another giant oil field over here that's just a giant wall of. When I got these power generators, I thought I'm good. I don't have to worry about this anymore. But I was wrong, and I do have to worry about it anymore. All the time. All the time. What do you... There's power right there. Okay. So, yeah. Let's just try this. 2 refineries. I don't think I'm going to overclock these. I think I'm just going to plan to build 1,000,000 refineries. Or power generator plant things. So what are we doing? Oh, we got our stupid plastic to worry about too. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that much. We've got the resource sink. Let's just get 2 refineries down, and we can jazz them up later if we choose to. Okay, not gonna put them there because it's complaining. I should put down concrete, but I'm worried I'm gonna run out of concrete. Which I don't know what the concrete was for. Maybe that was for more power. Okay, whatever. Let's do it sort of right, I guess. A little zoop. To move these if needed, we will have to worry about stupid plastic. Go up! Don't sink! Don't! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! There's power right there! Oh. Okay, so we want to do what? Really, we want these to end like this. So let's do another zoop. Right? This is our actual aim, is to butt up against right here with our output. And go straight out with the... Probably should have really thought about that a little bit differently, but I think it'll be okay. Since... That's alright. Since these are a little more forgiving. I think this can go up in the air. I think it will be okay. I think. Okay. Or should we put a full buffer? Kind of afraid to not have a buffer now. Come on. Come on, buddy. Okay. Let's just put one for good luck. And we need to, we can build, yeah, refineries across from here. That sounds good. So, buffer here-ish, straight across. Maybe we'll cram a pump in there. Still don't feel like I fully understand that. Still don't feel like I fully understand the clock speed stuff we just read. But hey, what are you gonna do? There's power right there. I can see it. Okay. Well, that's not ideal placement of that, but that's okay. Okay. We can mirror this across here if we really need to. Okay. Looks great. So we need to evacuate plastic and throw the plastic in the trash. We probably want another buffer, though. I can just sit over here. I hope the throughput is the same from this. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? There's power. Oh, this game. Okay. I hope you... Are you 240? Uh-oh. This one's only 120. Bummer. Was the other one pure and this one is impure? This is normal. Maybe the other one was pure. So I think we need to overclock this. We're filling this up. Very slowly. And then I'm not going to worry about being too fancy back here for the moment. And let's just fat pipe this. Right here. Onto here. And these will produce fuel. And fuel. We are waiting for oil. Maybe I should have put the... I'm gonna put a pump on this just so I don't think about it, because I don't really understand how it works, and then I will feel like I have done something. Okay, so that hopefully gets these jerks going. We're gonna have a whole lot of stupid plastic to deal with in 1 second, so let's get a couple of mergers. Ready? And I kind of want to just have a big, stupid trash path underneath here to that resource sink. One of these numbers, huh? The old whoop around. That didn't work. Let's throw it in the trash. That was the wrong button. Where are we headed here? I'm gonna get there. Not the most beautiful thing, but I think it'll work. And then, do I have Mark 5 belts here? This Mark 4? Hey, really going to town with throwing this stuff in the trash. And then I don't understand that. I don't understand how we are coming anywhere close to saturating those. This doesn't really add up to me. How? How is it possible? How could we ever... I mean, is it just weird timing? Oh, we're still throwing away all this stuff that was buffered. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Okay, so what are you jerks doing? Are you making electricity? How's our capacity? Our capacity looks better. Doesn't really look as good as I want it to look. It looks better. I saw a red thing. Oh, we have 2 power stations offline? Wait, what's your problem? You're not getting enough oil? Fuel. Okay. Well, that's weird, because the tank is right here. So you would think if anybody was going to have enough oil, it would be you. So we are producing 40. Okay, we're only producing 80, actually, and we're consuming... Wait, that's not right. Is that right? Okay, yeah, we're only producing 80, and we are consuming 100. So that would make sense. I kind of think we should just go ahead and double the refineries here, and then figure out how many of these we can actually build. Should have left myself more room to at least build 2 more. Stupid resource sink. Okay, we can move that if we need to. So let's do the following. Nope. Let's do this. Oh no, it happened. We ran out of concrete. I'm just gonna start stealing concrete, I think. Oh, come on, we need so little. Just let me have it. Just give it to me. Is there another oil field right there? Holy crap. Oh, I should have... Really should have set this up to have a ton of refineries then. I guess I do have room to build out the refineries, and then... I'm stealing all this. It's okay with me if the backs of these flow to me here. Okay, so let's zoop it up a little bit. Build 2 more refineries to start with, but it seems like we're actually going to want way more. Draclin, this power situation is really cramping my style, I have to say. Also, I just realized if we do this, the asymmetry I don't love, but it lets us have symmetrical mergers. Should we do it? I think we should do it, because we need to have the symmetrical mergers. Otherwise, we have to try to cram in more mergers. I think we do it. It's like merger symmetry over refinery symmetry. It's the classic dilemma. Recklin, how are you? That does mean we need more tubes, but the tubes are more forgiving. Tubes are like... some people call them pipes. In the industry, we call them tubes. even though tube is the name of another thing. Anyway, they're more forgiving. Well, they're more forgiving in terms of, oh, come on. Come on! It's just let me, are you serious? Just do it right there. Okay, wait, maybe we don't actually have to. Because these are so forgiving that maybe we can just loop them, kind of squirrel them up. Kind of squirrel them and squirrel it over. Like squirrel this over here. I gotta stop saying the word squirrel. Let's do one of these. Yeah. That's fine. And then this one can just go... Well, that was weird. Why can't... Maybe we gotta reverse our squirrels. This squirrel goes here. And this squirrel goes here. This is a weird pipery, but... I think that is a way to do it. If not the way to do it. It's a way. And we need more oil, probably. So, what I think we actually want... That conveyor belt is really cramping my style. Kind of what I want. I don't have any more of these I'm going to try to cram in here. I think we could cram one there. So I think we could get one more. Get this up to 6. And then go there and there. Can I stack these? That would be ridiculous. Okay, for now... Power's right there, buddy. Come on. Jacqueline, you gotta... I have to explain to you this stupid heat problem. These stupid heat problems driving me nuts. Go this way? Just one of these? Maybe that. Seems probably bad, but let's do it anyway. We do that. That would not look good. We could do it, but it would not look good. Is this where we want to be? Can't quite tell. Here? 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 Let's call it that. Okay, so... What? Do what? Now we need to hook these to power. And then hopefully we have too much oil. 7 of 7. I think I shouldn't have done this. We should do something like this. Oh, I think I just didn't pick where they... Or I didn't pick what those produce yet, which I think is what their problem is. I like my pipes tidy, but some things I know I'm gonna have to redo, and you know, makes me a little less motivated to do a super tidy job. So how are we doing on efficiency here? Not good, I would say, since we seem to be getting 0. Okay, that was the wrong recipe. Okay, how about this? What do you think of this? Pretty good. Are we not getting, we're not hooked up? We're just not getting sufficient fuel. Really don't need that much fuel, but it would appear we are not getting sufficient fuel. So why? And what can we do about it? Can we throw a pump here? Is that the solution? Just because we should now be producing 40, 80, 160 and only using 100, right? Because these are only consuming 12 each. And there's 8 of them? So 100-ish. So really, if we were at 40, 80, 160, we had 8 of them. We'd want to try to hit 20 each, really, to balance it. But my feeling is our load is not balanced. Like, I feel like we should have way more fuel here. How are we doing over here? Great. We're doing great over there. I don't understand this. 160 out. How is that possible? How is our drain rate? What is wrong with my math? We're only consuming 12 per minute. And 8 times 12 is 96, right? Is that right? And our inflow, so how is this possible? How is our drain rate 160? That makes it seem like we're consuming 20. Per. I mean, is it the nonsense of like the volume of the pipes or something? And then when we get down here, we don't have enough in the pipe? Not that low. This is what I was thinking, like the sick move might be to like pump oil from both sides. Sure looks like we have oil here. Okay, maybe we caught up. I think we caught up maybe. Because I actually want to just build 2 more of these and be at 120. I think. Is that what I want to do? I don't know. Or we overclock all of these. Don't put them at 150. It wouldn't be that great, but like, if you're gonna overclock something, it seems like. Where's my worm detector? I'm detecting a worm. I think it's way up there. I think I see it. But on top of that arch. Oh wait, no, there's a closer worm. There's maybe 2 worms. The worm right... Okay. We got a worm nearby. They call me Dr. Worm. Draklin, can we talk? Are you there? Are you playing New World or something? I want to run a problem by you. That is not pipe related. It's a little bit pipe related, but not fully pipe related. Okay, don't want to fight those. Just want this. Yeah, give me this. Draklin's too busy in New World. Doesn't have time for me anymore. Okay, I think we got another worm. I think there's a worm on top of this thing, but I'm not seeing worm sparkles. So, I don't know what to think. Is there a worm up there? They call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I'm interested in things. I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual worm. That's a good song. I better not sing it, or I might get another strike. Worm-related copyright strike. So I'm gonna try to cheat my way up here. Just get a little altitude. Come on, let me put it on the thing. Come on, just let me put it up there. Come on, come on. You know you want to. Just sit on the thing. It's gonna be great. Just sit on the thing. Okay, I feel confident that we can trick this into sitting on the thing. Whoa, what's that? Okay, there's a treasure up there, so surely we want the treasure. But really, I want the worm. They call me Dr. Worm. Oh, I see another worm over there. I see a purple worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. There's got to be just like a little nubbin that we can place this, right? Would you generally expect a nubbin? I'm not detecting a nubbin. But maybe if we go this way. Okay, nubbin not successful. But this looks promising. We'll just try to fly over all of the poison. I just want a couple more worms to... I think I want to overclock all those. 150 is not quite enough, though. I think we gotta push them a little harder. We don't really have enough to double them. I don't know. Doesn't... I mean, all we're avoiding is having to build more factories. Those factories take quite a lot of materials, so it's sort of worth it. Unless I use all of my resources building power lines to try to get this worm. Oh, there's creatures under here too. This is bigger than I thought it was going to be. There's a very tiny creature. Okay, I don't know if we're going to get this worm without getting poisoned. Okay, just get the worm, get the worm, get the worm, don't die, get the worm, get the worm, get the worm, don't open the menu, get the worm. Oh, okay. I was gonna get the worm, and then I accidentally opened a menu. Okay, we gotta lower just enough, just... Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, that was the wrong button, wrong button, wrong button, we're gonna die. Okay, we didn't die. That did not go well. But now I want up there. So let's get up there. Let's maybe save it. Up there. I'm gonna click the save buttons explicitly and make sure that it wasn't some problem earlier that I wasn't clicking the save button. Okay. Oh, come on. Up. Okay. So, still very poisonous. What I want to do is make it... I wish it were less poisonous. Actually, that's not where I want to go. I really want to go... like over there, but I don't think we're going to make it. Are we going to make it here? It's going to be close. Okay. Yeah, we're getting up here. No problem. I don't know what to do about heat. I thought this morning, I knew, like, okay, I know how we're going to monetize heat. We got it. We got this figured out. And then, once again, I mean, the thing that's really, the most impressive part is that the Twitch API is, like, manages to be bad and annoying in new and impressive ways. I've never seen the cool S in a little holder like this before. It's pretty good.
Picking up multiple Fix-It personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Okay. We really shouldn't stream too much longer, but you know, here we are. There's got to be something cool on top of that. So let's try. I don't know how we're gonna get up there. Unless we go all the way over there. I don't want to do that. What we need is, yeah, some incredibly clutch recipe. Some recipe that is... had a couple of recipes I would consider game changers. Mostly recipes that I think kind of suck. But some recipes... Ooh. Uh-oh. Not gonna make that one. Every once in a while we find a recipe that's of value, or like a real asset. Kind of cool desert. Wish there were alien pieces of alien architecture, or something. Okay, we're very close, but it's a little discouraging. We could just like cheat up just a little more, just a touch. No. Now, of course there's monsters up there. Oh, I hear them ready to kill me. Okay. That's a big one too. And there's flies. Okay. Flies. Okay. We got our inhaler. We got our thing. Let's go kill it. Kill it. Don't stop for nothing. Kill them all. Not going well. I don't think I've hit any of them. Okay. Surely if I just keep swinging my sword, I will hit something. Okay, I think we got all those. Oh, I hate these things. Okay. That went okay, all things considered. Found a computer up here. I don't really need any of these things, but let's take them. Okay, how annoying is this going to be? Oh! This is a little heartbreaking because I had a heatsink. Okay, I think I can make some. I had some heat sinks in my pocket a little while ago, and I was like, I don't need these. And I took them out. Okay, what am I thinking for monetization? So, the early idea for monetization was, which I think is not a great idea, but it was just the first thing to mind, is that you would buy a number of clicks. So really early on, when I was very first thinking about it, and I was thinking, like, what could we do? It was you'd buy some number of clicks and then you'd exhaust those clicks. And it's the bookkeeping of it really discouraged me, especially because the API for getting transaction receipts and like restoring clicks if something went bad, you know, something bad happened, was not good. And so I kind of rested on that. And then I started thinking, I think last time we thought about it, it was like, what is the way, maybe it's just for an amount of time. So you click and make you make your purchase, and you're actually purchasing an amount of time. And that sounded not bad, and sounded actually, with the way things are now set up on Cloudflare, actually not too, whoa, what's this? Not too difficult to accomplish. What is that? Why is it guarded? Oh, that's bauxite. Oh, precious. Is that bauxite? Wow, that's bauxite. Okay. Hmm. So the buying the time seemed okay. There were still issues to figure out, but like that seemed not bad. But then today, Kyle had an interesting suggestion that was the easiest possible suggestion, is that you don't buy time for yourself. You basically buy it for the whole channel. And it's that kind of like showboating thing that people like to do on big Twitch channels, where it'd be like, oh, this person bought, enabled heat for the chat for the next 10 minutes or 1 minute or whatever. So it would be time-based per channel. And then the purchases would just add time. And that sounded, it at least sounds like a good starting place, I think. It sounds like a pretty easy place to start. So I started building that today, and the initial things were not too bad. But then there were two kind of majorly annoying things. One of which was sort of a gross error in estimation on my part, let's say. So the idea, and I didn't really think you could do this, but then I kind of convinced myself you could. So there's different kinds of extensions. There's overlay extensions, there's panel extensions, there's just a number of different extension types. Now I want that blue worm over there. And I didn't, somehow in my mind, I thought you could be multiple types of extension, which is technically true. You can make a extension that is a panel extension and an overlay extension and so on. Like your extension can support all of those things. What I didn't really realize or didn't quite recall, or just, discovered, was that it can only be one at a time. So basically what I was previously thinking is that heat is still heat, and it's just an overlay, and it just does its own heat-like thing. Yikes, 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 yikes. Okay, this seems not good. And then you'd have like a separate panel where you'd make your heat purchase, or a separate, I forgot what the term is, component. Basically another interface where you would make your heat purchase. And so we started going that route. Of course, we ran into incredibly asinine details of the Twitch API and the test rig that make it really difficult to test, like shockingly difficult to test bit transactions, where it feels so bad that I must be missing something, but I don't think I am. But in the process, we realized that panels are fully mutually exclusive. So you technically can make an extension that supports all types of extension presentation, but only one at a time. And what that means essentially is there's my only options are to have two extensions. Like the heat extension is still its own extension, and then there's some other extension entirely that is like Heat Pro or something. That is the place where you can spend money, which sounds pretty confusing for broadcasters, probably confusing for viewers, like just to have two totally separate paths to, and just without even knowing, I can almost guarantee you there would be some terrible, obnoxious detail with the Twitch API. All APIs are terrible. Everything to do with the web is terrible always. It's just given. It's just a given. There are things about the Twitch API that are okay, but there's just these things that are like weird oversights. Anyway, whatever. It's not surprising. It's of like, I shouldn't be surprised by it. So the only thing is the double panel thing, while on paper seems like it should work, I just have this intense suspicion that in practice it would not actually work. There would be some limitation that would prevent it from working as expected. So then the question is just kind of what. That's option one. Option two is try to cram heat into cram the purchasing interface into the overlay, which doesn't, I don't know. I don't think it would be impossible. It would just be a pretty different way of spinning bits. I don't think any other extensions, at least that I've seen, not that, I don't know. I don't know who actually uses bits, but people seem to. But it would be something that was incorporated instead of like a menu of options, like the ability to purchase bits usually are. It would be something actually built into Heat itself in the video overlay that you somehow were able to click and add time to. And at first I was pretty opposed to that, but in thinking about it more, I'm kind of convincing myself that it is the way to go. Maybe. Because I could maybe see a way. You'd have to give the broadcaster some ability to customize the presentation of it, but you could kind of imagine. What do we need? 5 of these? Great. You can imagine, like, in the corner of the screen, there's a thing that says, like, heat. Click here to activate, or like heat, 0000. Click here to add time. And then somebody in the channel would click there to add time, and then when the time was added, that overlay would change to heat, whatever. You've got 10 minutes, and it would just tick down. And in that time, anybody could click. And it would show who paid for it and all of the stuff that, all the stuff you'd kind of expect. I don't think it's a great idea, but I think it's a better idea than trying to do it across 2 extensions. Because, I mean, one, I just really don't think that would work. I think there'd be some reason, there'd be some problem that would make it not actually possible. Okay, so can I build just 2 more fuel generators? So I guess that's kind of what I'm thinking now, is kind of thinking now that there's just the heat interface itself is how you purchase heat, and maybe it's always channel wide. I don't know. We would have to figure out some of these dumb things. I mean, they're not any dumber than things normally are. I don't think they're prohibitively dumb, meaning I don't think they're so dumb that we won't be able to do it. Well, they might be. They might be that dumb. Sometimes, sometimes things are dumb at a really impressive and inventive level. Sometimes things are dumb in just an extraordinarily imaginative way. Okay, can't leave the awesome sink unsinking for too long, but let's try to cram on 2 more fuel generators. Yikes. Power. And try to overclock these as well. Maybe floor is too steep. Just because there's a giant gaping hole behind you? So, I don't know. It's that thing that has happened the other 2 or 3 times that I've gotten close to trying to monetize heat, where I was just like, this is too much trouble. This is annoying and not interesting, and I kind of don't really have a super great deal of confidence that people would actually care to use it, but I don't know. It doesn't seem too hard. I hope I can build... What What do I need? Need 7 motors. What are the chances I can build 7 motors? I'm gonna say slim. Well, I can. Unbelievable. So I don't know. I'd rather work on other stuff. We gotta make some version of the chair work this week. Shoot. Yeah, we really do. We should go get the chair tomorrow. Just to have something. Should have done that this weekend. Oops. I couldn't. I couldn't because I was busy working on this factory. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right about that. I think it would be on me. Well, okay, one of two things, actually. One is I think I would just need to build more. What I was calling demos previously in rewriting the documentation today, I changed to presets and just because initially the idea was like, okay, people can just use heat and make whatever they want. In practice, most people just use the kisses. Like there's really not that much custom heat going on. It's mostly where it is used, it's kisses. So I think that means I just need to make more presets and you know, make presets that are targeted to monetization or have some reason for that, which I think we could do. I've got a lot of ideas for that, a reasonable number of ideas, but the actual real business, the real deal, the real riches, I think, for better or worse, probably come from figuring out a popular streamer, maybe a popular just chatting streamer, perhaps, to maybe do custom work for and have heat with some custom experience very focused for their viewers and their channel, I think is probably the thing. Okay, and then we would like to overclock these. I don't know why I just fell to the ground. I have a jetpack on. Okay, overclocked. Overclocked. Did I overclock at these and forget to drag the slider over? 16, 16. Okay, no, I did it. Okay, we're like very slightly over consuming. I don't think it really matters. You can manually enter a clock speed and target, but I don't think you can use a manual enter a consumption. Because really we have 10 factories, we're producing 160, so we're like very slightly, I mean maybe if we call this 220. 218? Oh, wrong number. 218? Yeah, if we changed all these to 218. Not worried quite as I'm worried more about consumption than I am about production. This feels like a pretty good balance. Really, we should go do these to those others, to our previous factory as well. All these factories are about to shut down because of plastic, though. Plastic is gonna destroy everything. Okay, that's all good. So what I'm saying, Ben, is I need you to become a hot tub streamer and to use heat. Are hot tub streams still a thing? Is that still a thing? I don't know. I've been out of the loop here. Can't keep up with this stuff. These kids in their hot tubs. Whoa, what creature? Some horrible creature attacking me just because I'm trying to chainsaw its natural habitat. And now it's so angry that its animation broke.
Message. Hello, this is Paternal Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure.
Okay, I'm just going to leave
Doctors
that
say
be.
that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Okay, we got the stupid plastic. What are we going to do with the stupid plastic? I kind of want to just go for it and just build the other factory. I don't have enough concrete. Because these are not really producing what they should be. I'm going to come back and do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got to come back with enough to build 4 more and a ton of concrete. But okay, I mean, hopefully we have accomplished something here today. I almost forgot to... I was about to build the awesome sink, and then I got distracted, and then I almost forgot about it. Oh no! Oh no! I can't afford it. Oh, what a catastrophe. Let's just do this. We good? We do the thing? Let's do the thing. Where? Okay. Crisis averted. I know that's funny. That's yes, that particular streamer almost like the bellwether, like a canary in a coal mine for what the. That's not the right analogy. What's the right analogy? Um, the compass, that determines all the direction of all Twitch trends. See what's going on that channel, and you know what's going on everywhere. Okay, we do have normal oil here, which isn't great. Okay, so here's the deal. There's some packaged fuel here. We added a whole bunch of factories. Is this going to be a sufficient amount of electricity? Of course it isn't. It's definitely not. But we know that we do have another... I mean, we've added another, like, 2,500 megawatts. So I'm going to call this good. And we know that we have 2 more oil fields out here. So we can just build this same thing, this exact configuration. We can build 2 more times. Even though it doesn't really look like I actually have the height to build it exactly. Sure, be nice to just copy and paste this, but oh well. We could like run all 3 of the oil wells into an enormous cache of industrial tanks over here. Okay, well, I don't know. Hopefully we have alleviated our power problems for a while. We know that we can add another 14 doodads. I don't want to think about monetizing things. It's so boring, but it's helpful when people give you money. It's a helpful thing. Got a new hard drive. Very exciting. Hopefully we have enough power to do anything. I'm a little worried about our drone battery situation. Because without stuff being processed properly with power down, it's possible that we have run into a battery shortage. You wish you had so much money where money was boring? I don't mean that money is boring. I mean having to think about making money is not what my brain wants to do. I definitely don't have enough money where money is boring. Um, it's just that that's not what I want. The like thing I'm exploring is never how can I get someone to give me money. It's just the least interesting thing in the world for me to think about. Some people want to think about that all the time. I want to think about it never. Which is pretty evident, I think, in my life. Yeah, it would be handy. Just sit here. I was talking about that today. Like how I could get closer to that. Like I at least have things semi paced out where like I can spend some amount of time working on jobs that I mostly don't like, and then have some amount of time to work on other stuff. Um, I don't know. It'd be nice to have that balance shifted more. I don't know who's sending me emails at 10 p.m. on Sunday. They are not welcome. Okay. So let's get back to our base. See how things are going. Did you get the Fixmas present today? It was a pretty weird one. The skin that turns everything into candy canes. Bold. Okay. So if we hook these two wires together and we throw this switch, how is that possible? Okay. Because there's no way. How did our consumption spike so intensely? Like, that's astounding. How did this happen? Look at it slowly go down. How did we get a consumption spike like that? Like our consumption previously was in the 3000s. I wonder what I built that is that crazy. Like we were not in this range earlier today. We have a comfortable ceiling, I hope. Is it a comfortable enough ceiling for me to destroy all of the stupid biomass? I think I'm gonna. Because those just perpetually cramp my style. I think we should do it. I think while we have some healthy overhead, we should just get rid of all biomass because they're nothing but heartache. They're just ticking time bombs of a power deficit waiting to happen. That's a lot of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So just those 10 is 300 megawatts. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have at least 600 megawatts, but we've got enough overhead, I think, that we can just toast them. I think we get rid of them. I think they do more harm than good. Because it's just too easy for them, you know, you're off a million miles away. Doing your business, and then suddenly one of those burners runs out of fuel. Curious if that's even really going to register on our capacity. Kind of not even meaningfully. I sort of just don't even want to use these either. I sort of just want to like, let's ditch them. They're not worth it. I think they're not worth it. They just get standby. You served us well, biofuel machines, but... Uh-oh. Are you serious? No way. No way. Just unplugging? No way. Okay, wait a second. That's not possible. Did I just unhook something critical? It just said that one of my networks died, right? What died? I must have unplugged something. Maybe these count as their own networks or something. I know the inability to automate the biomass is really annoying. Well, some of these poles were only connected to like it looks like everything's on. I think that was like a red herring. I think it was because these were isolated to their own pole, and so when I turned it off, it thought that that was like a tiny little grid that was disconnecting. Because I think these poles are primarily just connected to themselves. Now I have a whole mess of unnecessary poles, but it is a little scary to try to delete any of them because now all of these, they're like, I don't really know what is. Okay, this one can go. That's one. I think I shouldn't touch. I'm not going to touch any more of those poles. I don't know what this is doing over there. I don't even know. This is actually not even used, but that up there is, so I shouldn't disconnect that. Okay. Well, we got a cool S. Great. I'm gonna go destroy all the ones over here too. Maybe someday we'll clean up the mess and build something else. These at least appear to be a little more safely isolated. Maybe? Okay. I feel better without those in my life. And this whole facility is like a little biomass production thing. Probably have a lot of biomass. I guess I still kind of want it for my chainsaw. I don't even have that much, really. But I guess I still kind of want it for the chainsaw. At least some. Okay, we did get a new hard drive. Great news. I'm kind of worried that the airport is broken. I made this fun airport that this is my power hub. So my strategy is that I just have a drone that builds batteries, that flies batteries here. So all it does is just make sure that this hub is stocked with batteries. And then other drones, as they fly through their normal routes, the idea is they will stop at this route to fill up with batteries and then fly away. And so it costs me a little bit of power in terms of, you know, they have to fly a little extra to get over here. But I think it's worth it in the long run. I think overall it is worthwhile. Instead of trying to get batteries all over the place, basically. This doesn't look good. Okay, Ben, this is great. Are you serious? We have produced 70 of these out of 1,000. So that's great news. We're also out of radio control units somehow. I know why that is. That's my own fault, though, because we're probably out of computers. Because we're probably doing a good job on oscillators. Shoot. We're out of computers. What a terrible situation. Where is the computer factory? It's over there. We did build some kind of computer belt. There's a crazy computer belt going up here making supercomputers. So we need to get computers from there to here. So I think we need concrete to do that. I know, I'm so close. I have 70 out of 1,000 and haven't even started on the other 3, including the ones that take 4,000. So I think we're doing well. I'm a little surprised that it was the computers that got us, or that it was the, the radio. The radios that got us. I thought it would be any number of other things, but it does seem like we're also out of heavy frames, which is bad because there should be a drone that's bringing those. So where is that drone? Did it run out of batteries because... This is bad. Why do all of our drones have... insufficient batteries? No drone. The Rocket Parts Factory drone has no batteries, but that's impossible because the Rocket Parts Factory drone should always go to the power hub. So how could that have happened? Why? The Rocket Parts Factory drone, insufficient batteries, should always go here to the Rocket Factory, this place, and then should fly from the Rocket Factory, which is here, should fly to the power hub. Okay, I think I want to change the way it works. I think I want to change this to be the drone's home base. I don't understand how this is even possible. If that drone always went to the battery port, there's always batteries here. There's so many batteries here. So if it landed here... There's so many batteries. There's an embarrassment of batteries here. So we're not getting parts for that. We do need computers. Oh boy. Okay, so let's focus on computers for a minute. I think we're gonna make a computer lane here. Alright, computers. Okay, how shall we go about this? That doesn't look very good. Why are you talking to me on Slack? Just leave me alone. course, it's people asking questions to things. The answer is already right there. Right there. Okay, so... What? So, it's really not ideal. But let's just try to get it somewhere. Which way is this conveyor running? This conveyor belt is running backwards. Awesome. And there's no way to reverse an already placed conveyor belt, which is cool, to say the least. Okie dokie. So cranky today. I blame... What do I blame? I just blame a lot of things. Bad APIs? Twitch in general? Okay, we're doing fine now. We got so many computers. Look at those computers coming. Where are we going? Research. Computers here. Well, let's just do the old computer switcheroo. Right? You want computers, yeah. Let's do one of these numbers. Where are we going? Over there. Okay. Okay. Computers. That will get us radio control units. State of the world is fair. It's fair to blame the state of the world. I don't know. I think a lot of it actually is. It's a... I expect, of course, some amount of friction with certain projects. It's just a given. But you hope there's a balance where, like, some projects go smoothly now and then. And I feel like just, as of late, not a lot of smoothness in the old projects. In many projects. So, the drones broadly are bumming me out. I feel like drones just kind of have not been really doing super well for me. Like, are any drones in flight? Where did the battery Like, there must be, there's some fundamental thing about drones that I'm not understanding. Like, there seem to be other fundamental things about this game that I just don't understand. Uh, like, I really don't understand how this could have run out of batteries. Because it was set to stop at... It was set to stop at the power hub. So why... I thought that drones would pick up batteries wherever they stopped. Will initially take the required amount from its home port, consuming the batteries. If a drone is being supplied with batteries in its destination port instead, it will take the required amount of batteries for a round trip, but not consume them until it returns to its home port, takes off from it, taking no batteries from the home port. In this scenario, it has to be manually supplied with batteries from the home port for its first trip. Yeah, but so I don't understand how this ever could have happened. So, just in case it does happen again, let's think about how to do this instead. So the rocket factory should apply to the rocket's parts factory, and the rocket parts factory should fly to the power hub, and then it should fly home. So we always want it to end up at the rocket factory. So if it does run out of batteries, we can do it. So even so, there's really not that many. Production of this seems not good. Like, is production this bad? It's just 1.5 per minute. It seems like we're getting enough aluminum casings now, which is good. Earlier we were definitely not. But it seems like we are now getting an adequate amount. It's just really slow. So should we overclock this to 2? So we at least get 2 per minute? It kind of looks like we have the... You know, kind of looks we're full up here. So I'm gonna do this. Let's try to make 2 per minute. I know it's very ambitious, but. Let's try it. Okay, let's fly back to town. I don't know what's going on here. This is abysmal. These numbers are abysmal. Should we try to get it even higher? Like, do we really have the... capacity to go to something crazy like 3 per minute? If we can try. This is a lot. There's a whole lot. Kind of have a hard time thinking, believing that we will keep up with this. Okay, well, we'll leave it at 3 per minute for now. Let's go back to the rocket parts factory and try to get the drone to go from there. Really, I'm confused. Maybe it should go to the power hub. It can't go to the power hub first. Because then nothing else could use the power hub. It's the only thing using the power hub right now, but We'll ignore that. I'm kind of tempted to just go still build 1,000 more power generators, just don't have to think about it. Sometimes the hypertube just isn't very hyper. Okie dokie. Let's go up here to my cool sky airport. Kind of like it. Kind of into it. And we want to say we want to build a drone. Build a drone. We want to give it a couple batteries. We want to say this place, we're going to go to the rocket parts factory, and then we're going to go to the power hub, and then we're going to come back here. My worry is that it's not going to work. Like, that it's not going to actually pick them up. Like, if I take these away now, 6 per trip. I mean, maybe maybe if it's the number's exactly right or something, it would do it. I don't know. But at least if it runs out of batteries, we'll just be right here. And I guess worst case, we could build a conveyor to bring batteries here, but that would not be ideal. Okay, so the drone. Hopefully doing cool rocket stuff. That's not consuming very many batteries. Actually worried about this. We could have a problem of this getting too many batteries. Like, I think it's really hard to have drones share an airport. It doesn't work super well. Turns out. I wish you could have the same rules that you can have for a. Kind of lame that you can't. That you can't, unless I'm missing something. You can't set rules for a drone the same way you can for a plane and say only take item XYZ. But that does not seem possible. Hey, a drone. Okay, what is this drone gonna do? There's no batteries at this airport. So what are you gonna do, drone? Now what? Insufficient batteries. But like, how can we do this? How can we? Because it even talked about, like, you got to supply it on the first trip. It has a single drone port that anybody can run 2 batteries a minute per drone to be safe. That is a cool factory, I will admit. Okay, so they have the same idea. So they built a mall with drones just to bring stuff in. Is this gonna work, or is it gonna die? Insufficient batteries. This is stupid. This is dumb. I don't understand. I just want to understand. Like, this, we went to the rocket factory, went to the rocket parts factory, and there we went to the power hub. The power hub is here. Right? This is the power hub. It has so many batteries. Another thing, this seems like all very outdated information, so it's really hard. Don't get it. I really don't get it. Six batteries per trip. We go to the rocket parts factory. I mean, is that, am I just wrong about how this game works? I mean, maybe this doesn't actually work this way. I thought you could just then send it from the rocket parts factory. Maybe that's just how this does, this isn't how this game works. Like that you can't have three destinations. Right? Like maybe that's just wrong. Like maybe this destination from Rocket Parts Factory to Power Hub is only... Why does it say en route when it's clearly just dead here? Power Hub has no drone. The Rocket Parts Factory has no drone. What? I think you're probably right. I mean, the trains are definitely a bit of a hassle too, like disentangling things. I guess I'm just not understanding. Oops. Whoa. Picks up rubber from A, drops it at B. Drone 2 starts at C. Picks up rubber and batteries and brings it to C. There's just a... I guess you can't do the triple port thing. It's a little tough to like see exactly how to do this. I could imagine just a giant bank of airports that are all like come here to the mall, like an airport mall. Everything gets delivered here. And then you just kind of siphon off as you need, and then you know there would always be batteries. So basically it'd be like move this airport over to here. Because I think you just can't actually do the triple destination thing. Like it doesn't actually work. You would always know you'd have batteries. That means we would have to get stuff to here, which would be annoying. Unless we had 2 more airports, which I guess we could. Or we put them on we make another train car, but then we got to figure out all that nonsense. We got to we need another train car, and we got to have another disentangling setup. I don't really know what I think is the least annoying thing. It's all kind of annoying. Or we get batteries from over there to over here. I mean, just to get things immediately working right this minute, that is a thing that we actually could do, is have that power this battery dude deliver batteries here. I guess there's no real reason that this couldn't be also the main airport that gets batteries from the sky. That's probably the easiest thing to do. It's silly, but we just start like building this out, have a power airport, and then we can have. I mean, that's not great. I would prefer to do it over there, I guess, but I'm gonna have to get stuff. We get stuff over here, which we could, and would not be the most difficult thing. Like if this was built out as a sky mall, a sky mall, a sky mall. Hmm. What is the least annoying plan of action? Kind of like the idea of the Sky Mall. Just if we move it there, then we still have to get stuff over here. If we make the Sky Mall over here. I mean, we're just guaranteed to need something in an inconvenient place, right? Like that's just a given. Hmm. Or we solve this immediate problem in an absurd way, which is even more batteries. I'm sorry, 2 more drone ports. Drone port just to ferry batteries back and forth between there and here. Actually, it only takes one more. It only takes one more. It's dumb, but it only is one more airport. So I think I'm going to do it. It's the absolute easiest thing to do right now. And I have the materials. And so this is dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. But basically, this thing's job will be to ferry batteries back and forth for this drone. There'll be a drone that just flies. It's kind of funny. Okay. I think I'm okay with this. It's ridiculous, but I think I'm okay with this. Um, so basically, we're just gonna have batteries coming in here. This can be like the Rocket Factory battery relay. The Rocket Factory battery relay is just gonna go to the hub and come back. It's so dumb. But now, I mean, obviously I would have built this a different way if I understood it a little better. What's this plugged into? So that's going to fly over here, and its job is going to be to get batteries. And we'll keep both of those hydrated. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I think if you just build, I mean, in Factorio that was called a mall. You would build a mall. That was just like a giant. Sometimes it was just a giant bank of conveyor belts that had every possible item you could need, and then before you would go off into the world, you would just stop at the mall. So let's do this and this. So as Did that actually connect? I don't feel like that actually connected. You gonna complain? Because you love to complain? Of course you are. Of course you are. It's your favorite thing. Can I actually connect this? Maybe. Okay. Great. And this. Okay, are we good? So this should now be an insane thing that is always going to have power and always have batteries to be picked up. The thing that is a concern, though, how does this work? This isn't going to work. This isn't going to work because the stupid drone that is dropping off batteries is also going to pick up all the batteries. Right? Like, the drone that drops off battery. Okay, I thought my ridiculous plan. Hey boy. I don't know. It's very. This was a silly thing to do, but it seemed like the most expedient thing to do. But then I forgot the fact that the drone that is dropping off batteries is going to pick up the batteries that it dropped off last time. I guess less, but in the middle, hopefully, the that second drone will come. We just need to really reconsider the whole, yeah. I think I understand now. Drones are point to point. It makes sense to have like a singular power hub that all drones are flying to. My only problem is that power hub is in well, no. Yeah, a power hub that is you have like the main airport where everything is basically. Um, so I think this is technically going to work, but I think it's also not a good idea. So the power hub goes nowhere. This is very silly. Okay, so in theory, we should be able to take away all these batteries and it should be okay. Okay, so is the real answer a giant floating airport like out here? Like above all of this, even higher than this, a just ludicrously tall sky mall. I think it is. I think that's the solution. I think a sky mall right here. And we need to be in vertical zoop mode. some power up here just so I can fly. Okay. Whoa. Drone nearly took me out. There's a new This Old Tony video today. This is a treat. A rare treat. A full 180, my opinion on that channel. Well, not necessarily against it, but I guess my first impressions were not super good because I was trying to, I want to learn things. And it was just like the balance of learning things to dad jokes was just a little bit off, but now I realize it's the best YouTube channel. Okay, this is the asinine creation that we want. We want an insane bank of airports, one of which is going to come from the power hub, and the rest of which can just be things that are delivering stuff here, home, and as they do so, being powered. That's the ticket. But I think I'm not gonna do that today. But I built this thing, so something to be proud of. Wow, our airport is even taller than the Sky Manta Ray. Look at that Sky Manta Ray clipped right through my airport. I'm sorry, my Sky Mall. Is this the time that I'm going to actually build a building in this game? Or am I just going to build increasingly taller platforms? What's that drone doing over there? Get over here. You weirdo. You're not authorized to spend that much time. Something a little funny about the frame rate of those guys. They remind me just a little bit of they're not as good, but they remind me a little bit of the creatures from Batteries Not Included. A film that only I remember. Hugh Cronin, Jessica Tandy. They were so cute. These little guys. Okay, I take it back. These domes don't remind me of these guys because these are way better. Okay, I'm gonna do something. Oh boy. I don't want to know, really. It's better than most of the stuff out there, said Roger Ebert. High praise. Jessica Tandy got a Best Actress at the Saturn Awards. Okay, maybe in my memory, it's a beautiful film. Oh yeah, some land drones, some weird emus, emu drones just running across the desert. That's starting to sound like oh, what are those called? MGS4 that made cow noises. They were so weird. What were they called? Geckos. The geckos. They were so creepy and they had such weird feet. They had toes. Ugh. Not a fan of the geckos. Kind of creeped me out, gotta say. Look at those toes. Look at these like sexy robot legs. Not good. Not good. Astonishing game. Not a fan of the robot legs. And now Kojima apparently has a some kind of film studio. So just saying. Where do we put the... Okay, this is actually not bad news. Look at this. We got 50 of those. So we could, in... I mean, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I do think we could up this rate. Up the rate here to make 2 of these a minute. And so it would only take 500 minutes instead of 1,000. I know. It's... But I think we're going to do it. I do need to pull some of those, though. I got to pull some of these, right? Because we want to make... But we'll get there because we want 200 of those for particle enrichment. But we're making 3 a minute. We're only using 2, so I think over time we will... Yeah, we'll be there in no time. Hey, 500 minutes is better than 1,000. 500 minutes, that's less than 10 hours. No problem. Should I just leave this on and go to bed? Wake up and have phase 4 completed? No. Okay, well, look at this. We almost have 100 of these. Oh boy. I haven't even looked at what those other ones take. Let's take a gander. I think I don't want to know. So this thing, the magnetic field generator. So we're making these. Those aren't too bad to make. This is a concern, but we do have battery production underway. We only use 1 per minute to make 2, but that means we need 10 batteries a minute from this. So that is a little bit of a concern. These we've got going on. These we were making somewhere, and then I don't remember what happened. So we're making these somewhere. Pretty sure. Okay, so this isn't terrifying. We need 4,000 of them, though. We need 4,000, and it only makes 2 per minute. No. It only makes 1 per minute. And we need 4,000. Okay. Great. We have a factory for this somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. Okay. This is underway. No problem. That glowing eyeball, we don't know how to make. This thing, I'm afraid to even look. This actually is not too bad, you know? Supercomputers we have underway, and robot eyeballs we have underway. I mean, we have a factory for them at least. but it's 4,000 again, and it's 0.75 per minute. You know, and now that I say that, I think we don't really have production of this underway. I think we kind of have fake production of this somewhere. Where is it? Somewhere. I mean, we definitely have a factory for it, but it may have been one of those things that I was populating by hand. No, it's here. That's this factory. Easy, easy, right? Okay, the robot eyeball factory. So it's just robot eyeballs and supercomputers. That's no problem, right? Where's the supercomputers? I wish the robot eyeballs weren't so far away from the supercomputers. They're very far away, actually. I mean, I guess my instinct is maybe we try to get these factories up and running because they're going to be so slow, and then we go off and do. It's actually kind of a big concern that our plastic is. Something's wrong with our plastic production. Doesn't look like it. Are we just actually using that much plastic? I guess so. So we may need to rubber. I feel like we're not doing too badly on. I think we actually stole one of our plastic factories to make rubber, and maybe that's why we're in this mess we're in. Okay, well, let's go see what recipe we unlocked. Wait, did I actually put it in the thing? I don't know. I think we should. I think the thing to do is get some kind of pipeline for the things that we can, that we need, those four things we need 4,000 of, just so we can like wait them out. Because it's gonna take a long time, I think, to get all the nuclear production up and running. And I think we want to be building those other things in the meantime. So plastic. The thing that's a bummer about plastic is we're throwing away so much. We're throwing away so much of this, of the polymer resin that we could be using to make plastic. So probably what we should be doing, if we really are going to be so plastic constrained, is go back to the oil fields where we just made all those power plants, and instead of throwing the resin in the trash, we should use this recipe. Maybe. I mean, it feels like we're pretty plastic constrained. Okay, so, but okay, what would be good? Hmm. That's not bad. It's not bad at all if we had a better quartz supply nearby, but we just don't. Quartz is so. If we had a good place with quartz and copper, that would be great. Picked a lot, but there's some quartz way up here. Maybe there's some chance that there's copper up there. So up here, kind of next to this little squiggle above the tube. What are the chances? core. Really? I don't believe that. I'll put this copper up there somewhere. Okay. I mean, 12.5 circuit boards per minute would be awesome if we had the quartz for it. But I don't think we have the quartz for it. Because it takes so much silica. We're using so much silica as part of our aluminum production, and what we don't use for aluminum, we're using for crystal oscillators. So I don't know. I hate this because screws. This seems terrible because this is just made of pipes. So don't like this. Seems not good. You're just adding another step. Takes the same amount of plate, 12 pipe. I guess. And this is 5 per minute, and that's only 2 per minute. I don't really understand the advantage to this. And this, I do kind of like this because, you know, I'm on record as hating screws, but it does mean we need more steel pipe. And I think we are a bit backed up on steel pipe at the moment. So I don't know. I don't feel any of these are any of these are great. This one almost feels like. I mean, am I just missing something? This just feels like not good. Okay, wait. I'm sorry. We normally make 2 per minute. This lets us make 5 per minute. So it's faster, but you have to go through a separate thing. You've got to make 4 screws. So it's 7 times 8, so 14. It would be like 14 pipe to make this, and it normally takes 12. So it takes even a little bit more pipe. You like this one? Sorry, which one? This one's good? The one in the middle? It is faster. It does take more pipe to make more screws. So 6 screws. Ah, you're probably right. Look at the speed of this, though. Look how fast that is. Oh, man. You're probably right. I just hate screws. That is 7 times 8, right? Yeah. So it really would be 14. So it does take more material, a little more material, like more in screws than you would get through from the pipe. Uh, yeah, but you're probably right. It really is probably the way to go. Just get them faster. I don't really feel that constrained by that. This feels better. It just feels less like I'm going to be able to make it happen. Just because quartz is a... I mean, unless we started ferrying quartz. If we started ferrying quartz, this would be not too bad. Because we have so much copper in the valley. We're producing a lot of those copper rolls. We're definitely not using all of them. But you're right, this is a very slow thing. Okay, I'm gonna go with it. Talk me into a pen. We... I have to admit, I've not really been keeping track of what's going on in Christmas Town. What am I doing over here? I don't only have one of these. Well, shoot. I just spent so much time to build the stupid frame production. That's what all this stuff over here is, I think. More screws, huh? I guess with Mark III miners, I could just make some giant screw factories. Oh boy. Okay. What are we doing? Actual snow. I made a friend. Current research. A friend. Great. Let me get that stuff. Oh no. Now we have to go make the copper Fixmas ornament and the iron Fixmas ornament so we can make this thing. Is that the gift tree? Is that an upgrade? Okay. Oh, we have to make snow? I don't have enough stuff for this. Okay. And I'm guessing all of the new things also only take presents as an input? Not crazy about that. Maybe that won't be true this time. Actual snow takes presents. Oh, now we're getting serious. Oh no. Red Christmas ornament and copper. Blue Christmas ornament and iron. I didn't realize things were going to get this serious. I mean, I think I have a copper mine, I'm sorry, an iron mine right there that I don't use at all. And I thought, uh, maybe there was copper around here that I wasn't using. Maybe that's not true. Guess not. Yeah, that one is my primary. That one's my secondary. Whatever. I've got giant conveyors of copper just sitting there waiting for this important day. Okay, so what's a new thing we need to be making that is made of Christmas presents? Is snow? Actual snow. Needs a constructor. Well, this little layout is getting pretty weird, but actual snow. It's expensive. Costly stuff. Okay, and then you can just go in here for now. Okay, so here's the thing. These red and blue babies need... We need some of those. So what are we going to do? Are we going to say we use all of them, or are we going to store some of them and only use half of them? Hmm. Let's just do this real fast. Okay, what are we trying to do? So constructor is normal. These are going to be a little weird. But let's just space them out. No. Red. Blue. Got a lot of those. Could also just filter them into there, keep filtering them in, and then filter them. Ah, filter them out. Hmm. I don't know. How many do I actually need? I don't know how fancy I should get with this production. I think the answer is not fancy. So let's just do this for now. Mm-hmm. Copper. Iron. What do you need? You need red and copper. Like half of these. Half of these. Okay. And then go find copper and iron somewhere. And then we're done. We gotta be done for today. Should have a big stack of iron ingots, maybe even in this machine. No, that's just ore. In this smelter. Okay. We got 100 ingots. Probably more here. What was the ratio? 2, 2. Okay, so we don't really need that much. And then copper. I know there's so much copper somewhere, but hopefully there's just nearby copper. Maybe there's copper, just we can take this. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully a few hundred will suffice for now. The nuclear power stuff seems really intense. It takes, we're going to have to find another place to get sulfur. But maybe now that I feel like maybe I understand the drones a little bit better, sort of, kind of, maybe. Maybe we can start flying that stuff around a little more. It's just really, I wish it worked a little better. I mean, it seems like they kind of made it obtuse on purpose, maybe so it wouldn't be too easy to just dronify everything. But I don't want to dronify everything. What do you want iron? Okay. Well, I've been not doing a good enough job picking up presents. Even though they're constantly falling on my head all the time. Still. It just takes so many. Yeah, like, how do we do the... I know there's a uranium mine under the mountain. What's some sulfur? So I know there's a uranium mine under this mountain, like inside here somewhere, kind of. So there's sulfur way over here. I don't think there's uranium over here. Maybe there is. We could try to fly this uranium somewhere, or fly this sulfur somewhere. Those sulfur. Way the F over here, which maybe this is the sulfur we need. Build a sulfuric acid pipeline down to the like subterranean uranium mine. That's probably a thing to do. I wish it would leave stuff on the map. I really feel like that radar tower that we built has not done anything useful. Oh, we're not hearing any uranium. There it goes. Yeah, so there's uranium. Where was that sulfur? Like way up here somewhere? We got this uranium here. Uranium over here. And I mean, maybe this one's closer to that sulfur, but this would be closer to home. So I think if we could, it kind of looks like we could build a sulfuric acid factory. Which I don't think takes anything. Maybe just water. Yeah, it's just water. And oh. What is this insane? I guess you get some sulfuric acid back from this encased uranium cell. Maybe that's something I... That's maybe a recipe. No, that's just the normal recipe. So you need to get some, so it takes a lot, but you get some back, so you could feed that back. So, and then concrete. I think there's limestone in the valley, so yeah, I think we just have to build a sulfuric acid pipeline. More recipes in Codex, it says. No, there's only 2, 3. Okay. It's bedtime, clearly. Let's save. Mega factories. Save. Confirm. Load game. Mega factories. Okay. Exit to desktop. Yes. Okay, friends. Ben, Draklin, Binary. Did Binary even stop by? I can't remember. Anyway, whoever watched. Kyle. Thanks for stopping by. We'll pick up one of these days. We gotta work on some projects during the week though. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Try to keep some kind of streaming schedule going, possibly, maybe. I don't know. Goodbye. Thank you.